and share my screen. All right, so can you guys see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. All right, so let's start with the minor. There's a minor update with your homepage. So in here, I just updated the the list of available ebook that you can check for this course. So first one is the intro to software design, came from Kaufman and Wolfgang. And then we have here the third module, which is the design phase or the planning stage. This one came from Maryland.gov. And then we have here guidelines for planning and development of software for buildings and building systems. So this one is also the same with planning design. So more information about planning design or planning stage. And then for the last two modules right here, well, not actually the last, but last for now, okay, since there will be more, okay, especially once we are on that, let's say, particular week. For example, week 6 up to week 12. So I haven't found a deleted PDF yet. So this will be updated soon also. So once we are in finals. But yeah, for now, this one is for the software requirements, okay, for the module 1, 2, 3, or module 4. Okay, so just check these two PDFs later on. Okay, so we have your software engineering and then software requirements. Anyway, it's yeah, just a minor update. Second that I would like to mention is your exam. So I actually made a mistake. Supposedly we should have just meet last meeting. But since I miscalculated, so that is why we are now lacking 1 week. So what I thought is your midterm exam will be on February 21, but it's a mistake. So your exam is actually on this coming February 14. So you guys now only have 2 weeks, or we now only have 2 weeks before your midterm exam. Okay, but don't you guys worry. We will finish everything today. Okay, so that you can have exactly 2 weeks, 2 weeks to finish all the given activities. So there's now quite a lot since you guys have to finish 3 activities and then 2 case studies. So a total of 5 activities before your midterm exam. But don't you guys worry. They are quite easy. So there is already a given template. So all you have to do is do something with that given template, okay? Or do something like that with that given template. So we'll go over with that one later on. But yeah, again, just a reminder, your midterm exam will be on February 14th. So just be prepared with this one. Okay, so as usual, of course, the coverage of your midterm exam will be, all the modules and finals. Okay, so are we clear with this one so far?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. Next thing is the schedules of our meetings. So I corrected everything now since I miscalculated your midterm exam and then the following dates that we're going to have a meeting for discussion. So I corrected them now. So we not only have supposedly we still have 3 weeks, but then again I made a mistake. So we not only have 2 weeks in total, but the Ojukay is already in this link right here today. This January 31. We'll try to finish everything today. Okay, so we're going to discuss two modules: the module 3, the planning stage, and then the module 4, which is software requirements. Okay, so we will still have one meeting left before your midterm exam will be on February 14. So this will be like more likely a consultation meeting. So we will not discuss anything anymore unless there are things that I need to discuss, and we'll be having a discussion on this week 5 and 6. But most probably this will be a consultation meeting. Okay, no discussion. Anyway, and then the rest are now also corrected. So February 14 is your midterm exam right here, and then February 21 will be the start of your finals until March 21, because your final exam will be on April 4. So it's like you guys still have 15 days, 14 days, or 13 days to be exact. Okay, before your final exam. So it's like a yeah, two more or less 2 weeks, okay, or less than 2 weeks to finish all the given activities. Okay. All right. So those are just the things that I want you guys to know now, since those are some mistakes that I made. Anyway, so let's go over now your week 4 and week 5 and 6. But of course, let's go over your week 4. So as you can see, you will see here the topic learning outcomes and then the list of topics that we will discuss under this modules. Of course, there's only one module, and then here are the list of external links that you can find on YouTube, okay, which discusses some topics under this module. And then we have 2 PDF, and then the reference of my PowerPoint. Most likely, I don't use this one anymore as my basis. Most of them came from this a PDF or this YouTube video. But yeah, those are the things that you can find under this module overview. So are we clear so far? Do you guys have a question or clarification?
Answer.
Wala, sir.
Great. So just let me know if ever that you have a question. Okay. Next one is, of course, the module itself. So just check this one out later on. And then, of course, the watch videos wherein all of the external YouTube links under this module is already here. Okay, so just check that one out later on. And we have 2 practice exercises wherein this is not actually like a quiz exercise. This is, will teach you on how to uh, create a work breakdown structure, or the WBS, using a lucid chart. So you can use other free tool that you can find on the internet, of course. So this is just one software tool that you can use in creating a WBS. And then we have one activity only for the module 4. So which is the problem statement and objective. So we will go over on this one later on. And yeah, I'll also have here group individual evaluation. Now, to those who are already done with the group activity SDLC model, now you can now rate your group members. So if there's 4 of of your group mates, then you can use this one as it is. So what is the name of your first member, second, third, and then fourth? Okay, and then just rate them: be poor, satisfactory, good, very good, or excellent. Okay. Now, if there's only 4 of you guys, then just remove the other one and then just fill out the 3. This, or just rate your other 3 group mates. Okay. So are we clear with this grade sheet individual so far? Just rate your group mates, okay? So yeah, just to see if that group mates of yours did really help in doing your group activity. Hello, hello. Are we clear with this one? Do you guys
Yes, sir.
already know what to do with
Yes,
this
sir.
group widget?
Yes, sir.
All right. So there's only 2 or 3 who are responding. I don't know where are the others right now. So I hope they're
Yeah,
also
yes, sir.
listening and in front of their pieces. Anyway, So yeah, that is just one thing that I need or I want to clarify regarding with this group individual evaluation. So all of the modules will be having this sheet or grid group individual evaluation sheet. So you have to evaluate your group members after that particular activity. So the same with this week 4, we have this group individual evaluation. The same with this week 5 and 6. We also have this group individual evaluation. So the same with, of course, with your week 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then 11 and 12. So all of them, you're going to rate your group members. Okay. Anyway, so I hope we're clear with those things. So let's go over now with the planning stage. So this is just a short module. To be exact, there's only 2 page. Okay, first one is the front page, and then second one is the the things that we will discuss under this module. Anyway, so are you guys ready now to listen with this planning stage?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
can you
sir.
guys see my screen clearly? I hope it's clear now. Anyway, so under this planning stage activities, we have A, identification of the system for development, and then B, feasibility assessment, and then lastly will be the creation of project plan. Okay, and one more thing is the project scheduling. Apologies for that. Okay, and then this is already the last one. So let's start with the identification of the system for the development. Seems that this is a lot harder. Let me just download this one and then open this one using a PDF so that it's easier to navigate. Where is it? There you go. All right. So of course, the first thing that you need to know when it comes to planning is you have to identify the company overview, the problem statement, formulating project objective, and then the related project study. So this is like a short description of what you're trying to develop, and then the things that you need to solve, and then what are your formulas, okay, or what are your objectives in order for you to solve that problem, and then lastly is there any related project study or is there an existing project out of your the project that you're going to create? Okay, so yeah, those are the things that you will identify and able for you to start with your planning stage. Anyway, so when we see identification of the system for development, so this activity involves identifying project goal, objectives, and deliverables. It also includes a study of existing concepts, procedures, or any entity that contributes back to understanding of the problem you wish to solve. Okay, so the first one is optional. So when we see company overview, of course, you have to align whatever you're trying to do, you're trying to create, you're trying to, uh, you know, let's say, develop. Okay, so if ever that you are working in a certain company, so you have to align your goal, okay, to the vision of your company, okay, or to the vision of your business, okay. But if you're not working under a certain company, then you can just simply skip this one and then go over to the problem statement. Okay, so basically, most of you doesn't have this company overview, so you will jump right away to this problem statement. Okay, so the first thing that you need to ask or to need to know is, of course, you need to have a problem, and at the same time, when you say problem, it's actually an opportunity. So you need to find an opportunity in able for you to create something out of it. Okay, so that's how we create a program or a system. Okay, so to those who are having a hard time in knowing what program or what software they're going to develop, so just look around you and try to see if that thing needs to be if you can do something about it. Like for example, you can maybe make it more easier, like you can automate it with the use of your smartphone or with the use of a certain software, something like that. Okay, or you can just simply find an existing software wherein you think it needs more improvement. Then yeah, you can also do that one. So just be careful that not exactly copy everything. Wherein yes, that project already exists. It's already in open source. Again, you just simply copy and paste everything. You just recreated them and then compile it with your own uh you know software or with your own desktop or laptop, and then you're seeing now that it is now your own project. So just be careful with those things, because of course that's already plagiarism. It's like stealing the work of the others. So just put a reference, okay, or a credit on where your project came from, or where you copied that uh, code or project of yours. And then of course, just simply copying, and then of course you have to add additional features. Okay, so what is the sense in recreating that one if you will not add the extra feature? Okay, so we copy an existing project because we want to make it more better. We add more features. We wanted to make it more useful for the user. We wanted to make it more beautiful. We wanted to make it more functional, something like that. So in other words, we just want to make it more better than the old system. Okay, so yeah, I hope it helps you and able for you to uh, you know figure out what project you're going to create. Okay, anyway, so yeah, this is one the first thing that you need to identify and able for you to create a project. So identifying problems or reason why the project is needed. Okay, is it really needed in our society? Okay, is it really that important that your project needs to implement? Because if it's useless, then you're just wasting your time. You're just wasting your money in doing that project. Then second is formulating project objective. Okay, so of course, stating project objectives as well as the specific deliverables on each objective. So most likely, these deliverables or objectives, uh, are the things that you will do in able for you to solve that specific problems. You can come up with 2 or 3 or 4 project objective. Okay, and then lastly, we have here the related project studies. So you guys already know what to do with this one. So just find a related project, okay, with the project that you're going to create, so that you'll be able to gain more information regarding with that project that you're going to create, and then with that you can probably improve that related project that you have found. Okay, so yeah, basically this is your foundation in creating that project also, because this related project, the one that will decide is the one that will decide in or with your features that you're going to add to your project. So if all that features that you're creating right now is already in this related project study, then you're just simply recreating them. Okay, so as much as possible, try to come up with a new feature, okay, with a maybe more useful feature, and then lot easier to use for the user. Okay, so yeah, again, we only have 3: problem statement, formulating project objective, and then related project study. So are we clear with the letter A, identification of the system for development?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
All right,
Yes, sir.
so let me know if you have a question. Okay. Second is, once you're done in formulating, that project objective of yours, let's say you wanted to add this feature, you wanted to make this feature, etc., etc. So of course, you're going to test if it's really feasible or not. So is it, within your budget? Is it within your timeline? Will you really be able to do it? Will your skills be enough to do that certain project or do that certain features that you wanted to add in that project of yours? Okay. So feasibility assessment. So feasibility study is conducted that helps in determining whether the system is possible to develop or not. So there are three types of feasibility study. They are technical feasibility, economical feasibility, and then behavioral feasibility. So studying all these feasibilities helps the user and a developer to understand on what ground their system will be made and what all features they can include in the software. So the main purpose to conduct the feasibility study is to establish the reasons to develop the software that is accepted by all the users and can be modified easily as per the requirements. Okay, so let's go over to cost estimation. So just click this link right here and then it will lead you to this website. So we have three types of cost estimation. The first one is order of magnitude estimate. And then we have budget estimate. And then the last one is definitive estimate. Now to make it simple, from the first one up to the last one, this one is, the early assessment or early estimate of that project. So you can say that this is the most inaccurate, okay, of among the three, since this one has a negative, the accuracy of this one is negative 50% to 100% of the actual cost. Okay, so see, there's uh, a big margin of error when it comes to this estimation. So we call that one order of magnitude estimate. So this one is a rough estimation of cost used at the very early stage of a project. So there is no, we don't have the plans yet. We don't have the step-by-step a formula or the step-by-step plan in making this project. So you just let's say assume, okay, we've just estimated that this is around, let's see, 1 million to 2 million pesos, but of course that's negative 50% to 100% accuracy. Okay, now let's move on to the next one, which is the budget estimate. Now the difference between the first one and the second one is this one, you haven't started creating the project yet, but in budget estimate you have already started in doing the project. Now as time goes by, we realize that this project will not just uh, cost us 1 million to 2 million. Maybe this will cost us 3 to 4 million. So still you are not that sure, but you're already sure that it's not just 1 to 2 million. So you can already see that this one's likely 3 to 4 million project. Okay, so before we have here a negative 50% to 100% accuracy. And in here, we now have here a negative 10% to 25% accuracy. So uh, the the gap of the error is not that big anymore. Okay, so there is still a margin of error, but it's not that uh, big anymore. Okay, so this is still not that accurate, but you could say that it's already within this range. Okay, so before you're just saying that it's within this range, but right now it's within this range. So it has a narrower or a better accuracy, okay, in terms of uh, delivering the project or the cost of the project rather. Okay. And the last one is of course the most accurate one. So you can only do this one once you're done with the work called one work breakdown structure. Okay, so what is a work breakdown structure? So it's a breakdown of the tasks that you will do on that certain project. So later on we will discuss more on what is a work breakdown structure. But yeah, the accuracy of this one is around negative percent to 15%, or ours says that this one's negative 5% to 15% estimation. So yeah, there's still a slight margin of error, but this one now is like a 90%, 85 to 95 percent sure when it comes to accuracy. Okay, so sometimes called as a detailed cost estimate. So this is another term for this definitive estimate. So detailed cost estimate. So this type of cost estimation are not only more accurate than other magnitude of estimate and budget estimate world, but are also more detailed. Okay. So where is it one? Here you go. So this is one thing that I need to emphasize with this definitive estimate. So you won't be able to do this one if you don't have this work breakdown structure. So you need to create a work breakdown structure of your system in order for you to come up with this kind of estimate. Okay, like you already putting a cost on each of the module or on each of the tasks you're going to create. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it when it comes to cost estimation. So are we clear so far regarding with this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So any question or clarification so far? All right, so yes, man. So again, let me just summarize everything. So order of magnitude estimate is the rough estimate or the early estimate in case you haven't started doing the project yet. And then budget estimate is, let's say you are already halfway, okay, or let's say you already are one third, on the progress of the project. So we can do this one. And lastly is, of course, the most detailed assessment or estimation. So we call it one definitive estimate or the detailed cost estimate. Okay, wherein we can only do this one again if we have this work breakdown and structure. Wherein we're going to discuss this one later on. Anyway, that's it for the types of cost estimation projects. So next one is another, ultimate guide in budgeting or in how to estimate the budget of that project that you're going to create. So the first one here is a top-down estimation. Analog, second is analog estimation, third is the parametric estimation, and then fourth is the three-point estimation, and then the last one is bottom-up estimation. Now to make it simple again, from top to bottom, we have here the early and then the most defined. Okay, and say this is similar with the definitive estimate, but in here we call this one bottom-up estimation. Okay, so we'll go over them one by one. So let's start with top-down estimation. So in here, top-down estimation is a great ballpark estimate technique that involves taking a project budget and slicing it up so that you allocate a number of hours to pieces or project tasks. So yeah, this one is the similar with the first one right here, the order of magnitude, but it's just called top-down estimation, wherein uh, you can come up with a with this rough estimate. But of course, it has some, disadvantages and advantages. So the first one is the disadvantage, wherein of course it's totally inaccurate since you just come up with that number based from your own experience or based from your own knowledge regarding with the project that you're going to create. But of course, it also has an advantage wherein, of course, you can, come up with that estimate very quick. Okay, since I can just, you just think about it for 30 minutes to 1 hour, and then you just mention that, okay, this one is a 500 to a 1 million project. Okay, so yeah, those are the disadvantage and advantages of this top-down estimation. Next one is analogous estimation. Now, this one is also great estimation since you will be only be able to apply this analogous estimation if, let's say, you already have that similar data or that exact data that you're going to create. Like, for example, you have already created a, let's say, somewhat like the, let's say, Lazada, okay? And then another company asks you to do a similar project, and let's just name it Shopee. Okay, so we could already tell that both of those applications are the same, they are similar. So let's say you created the Lazada first, right? And then Shopee is just the second or the next application from the or that is based from Lazada. So from there, let's say you have spent this hours, you have spent this uh, amount of money with this project. So you can now base the everything, the estimation of the the project that you're going to create from the previous project that you have created. Okay, so you can use this one if you have that similar project to decide or a similar total. Okay, so it's just that you're just changing the name. Okay, let's just maybe you're just changing some of the colors, themes, and then designs, but all in all, the functionalities are the same. Okay, so yeah, we call that one analogous estimation if you have that existing data of yours. Okay. Okay. So of course, it also has some disadvantages and advantages, of course. So this one is still inaccurate. Okay. Well, there may be similarities between projects. Projects are always unique. So when we say unique, so that a company might want you to add more features. Okay. So not just simply creating a similar one or the one that is already existing. So they want you to improve that next project or that project that you're going to create for them. Okay, so that is why it's still inaccurate because of those changes. Okay, and then of course we also have advantages. Of course, you can come up with super fast, really quick, since you already have that existing data first, of course. Okay, and it's also easy. Okay, so let me just check the time. So we still have 2 minutes. So I guess we can still finish this parametric estimation. Anyway, so are we clear with this analogous estimation? Oh, are you guys still around?
Clear po, sir.
Okay. So again, this one is similar with the first one. It's just that you now have the existing data. Okay. Next one is parametric estimation. So in here, using data and variables to calculate the total. So this one is quite similar with the this one analogous estimation where you have the existing data. It's just that it's using a different method. Like for example, okay, suppose you had a project to develop a 2-minute animation and then see the cost of a previous project that involved developing a 30-second animation was $10,000. Now, this company asked you to do a 2-minute animation. So from your previous project, you have estimated that, or you have calculated that the 30-second is worth 10,000. So just multiply this one by 4 since you need 2 minutes, right? So just multiply this one by 4 also. So 10,000 times 4 will give you a rough estimation of 40,000 for that 2-minute animation. Okay, so we call that one parametric estimation, or we could just simply say that this uh, application right here has three major features, and then it costs us $10,000. And then the next project that you're going to create has 6 major features, and then just simply doubling the features will of course will double the price also. So from 10,000 will become $20,000 dollar. Okay, so in here you're basing that one by module or by activity. Okay, like here you're basing the totality of the project, but in here it's more on a variable.